What's up, dear founder? My name is Nick. I'm CEO of a Wise Vision software development company, and today I want to give you a wonderful tip how you can start earn $100 per month. And what we will do today, we will create a chatbot AI agent that will be directly connected to your database. We will do it fully without code. We will do it with Azure because it provides us possibilities to not only create vectorized database, but also connect it to GPT, everything inside their platform. And before we start this video, I want to be honest with you and I want to say, fuck Microsoft. Why? Because despite that this platform in a top tier, it still have unfriendly UI UX experience and a lot of bugs. And yes, I spent around 12 hours to create this, so if you want to do it by yourself and you don't have a technical background, it would be really complicated. That's why I suggest you to find somebody who can do it to save your nerves. So, what's the idea? We imagine that we have some car dealership, yes? This car dealership, for example, from United States, his business model, I explained in the previous videos, they buying some cars from auctions like Mannheim and selling directly in their dealership to customers after some repairment or other stuff. And this car dealership have some database. It could be existed CRM system or some Excel spreadsheets, doesn't matter. There is some data warehouse and we have access to the historic data of, for example, during last 5 years. Our goal is to create data assistant who will help C-level with formatting some reports regarding previous quarter or a current week or maybe some historical data, and based on this they will have better prediction and as a result better decision making, and this will improve and scale their revenue. This is the plan. So what we need, firstly, access to this data. We need to, because we need to have a dump. Why we need to dump? To upload and then vectorize this dump. I wouldn't explain why we need a vectorization. Okay, shortly, it's because if you want to connect to the ChatGPT your dataset, and this is a large dataset, you need to create vectorization, and it's like a requirement because otherwise you will require a lot of tokens and your model will work very slowly because of amount of data. Vectorization we are using for simplify this methodology, and our GPT model can work much efficiently. First we need to vectorize our database and so convert it to the vector database. After this, we need to connect this database to GPT and as a result provide access to the users via front-end part. So our CEO can use some front-end part, and this front-end part will be connected directly to this AI agent. Okay, how we will execute this? Firstly, create Azure account. I wouldn't describe deeply how it's going, just you need three important stuff. First one, AI Azure search. You can see it's there. Secondly, I already used MongoDB Compass, so you need to create a Compass account. It's there. You can see this is my database, NoSQL. And here you need to upload your data. If it's SQL, again, you need to create SQL database. Here I already mocked some data. So you can see that there is a to-do list with some items. Select all items. We can see there is a car model, age, value. Very simple data set for a playground. And what is going next? After you create all this NoSQL database, you fill these values, you need to make vectorization. And this is the reason why we are using generally Azure AI services, because we going here for AI search, create this instance, and we just press this button, import and vectorize data. We are selected our Azure Cosmos. We selected our database. Yes, to-do list, collection, items. That's it. Next, after this, we select the vectorized column. For us, it would be car model, subscription, and again, why there's magic. Why I hate Microsoft? Because there is two instances. We need OpenAI service. Why we need it? because for vectorization you need some specific model. It should be embedded model. This embedded model makes this vectorization. So from one value transparent to another, you will see later the difference. And before start, you need to deploy this model. It's possible. You need to do it right here with deployments inside your Azure OpenAI services, and you need exactly this text embedding 3 large or some other embedding models. For again, for a playground, I have only access to this one. But very important, very interesting fact. You can see that there is 2 instances, OpenAI and Pepper. Actually, it should be done with within OpenAI, not AI service, but OpenAI account. And in this field, I have already this model, but somehow Azure doesn't recognize it. But if I select another instance, absolutely with the same configs, bam, it's providing me text embedded model, a connection with the API key, and I can move forward. So we are using once, we don't need it often, just create. After I press this button, it will create a service. I already have the services, so wouldn't make it again. What's going on? So after you create this, you can return back, and inside AI Azure services is index settings, and here you will see indexes. It's exactly your vectorized database. You can see there's some others I tried, but here our my stuff. We can select this one. You can see there should be text vector because this is the most important fact. And how it looks like. If you just press search button, you will see there is your data. I mean chunk, parent ID, chunk is actually our price value. Yes, and here is text vector. This is our vectorized like ID, I would say, which we will make this sort, and GPT will provide for us answers. So if you have this, your database already vectorized. If you don't have, there is some mistakes, you need to debug it. So what's going on after we receive this stuff? We need to create our AI agent. We can create agent, we can create chat. For demo, I already selected chat. So we need to go again to this some AI services. You can create anyone, and here we need to go to the chat. You can see there is already some data I tested, but we can make it again. For example, see, there is, oh, you need to select a model, obviously. Then you need to write what's going on. It's like definition for this model, for this chat that explain his task, his idea, what is purpose of his life. Yeah. And after this, we need to create a data source. So I will replace it for now, so you can see how we can make it from scratch. Again, we selected Azure AI Search because we are working inside this one. So we are selecting subscriptions, yes, and select our created vector dataset. Yeah, so that's it. Then we need to press this button. Add vector search to search source. Otherwise, it will just connect to database, and this is no ID and etc. We need this stuff. So after this, we are creating text embedding 3 large. Already, it should be deployed already there. If it doesn't deploy, please deploy it. Again, we need it for search purposes. Next, and after this, we are using hybrid vector plus keyword. So if you're using hybrid plus semantic, it wouldn't work. If you use vector, it will work, but it will have some limitations. I'm using hybrid vector plus keywords for this sample. Next, connection via API key. And we are almost done. Save and close. That's it. If there is no error, my congratulations, everything fine, but let's test it on our chat. And we need just simply write a prompt. So, hey, how much cars inside your attached database? Again, it could work with some bugs, and there is a reason, because we need to format prompts configure and strictly. And it's happening because I made a mistake. I recently recognized, so we need to add this dataset again. And the mistake was that I selected Here should be not vector plus keywords, but there should be a vector. Yeah. Save and let's test it for now. So, and should be additional stuff. We need in advancing settings, break the limits. So yeah, how much car models do you see inside attached doc? So I found where is the issue. It was in advanced settings. You need to add this limit response for your data content. I mean, increase them. And as a result, you can see that it works, it connect. I already tested. And let's make something a little bit complicated. What is an average price of all models? You can see this 14 fields. It's exactly the 14 fields inside our database. And yes, right now I wanted to receive an average price of the whole models. And you can see it's give me this price, and as a result, it's make a calculation. So yeah, 14 models, the average price is this. And based on this, if we have more data, we can find, for example, what models is top rated, where we find the biggest value. I mean, the best profitability, which model have better profitability, and etc etc. And based on this, you can increase the revenue of your business and generally have much better predictions in your decision making, as I mentioned before. That's it. Hope this video you found useful for you. And yeah, the most important fact that everything have been done without any code. And if you are a freelancer, you can provide this as our agency as a service and help businesses with the integration of AI and earn up to $100 per hour. And if you're a business that needs some assistance, feel free to reach me out through the link below. I will be glad to see you as a customer and help with such integration. It was your trustable Chief Executive Officer. We'll see you.